Thank you, Kendall. Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. Happy International Women's Day to all women. We start off with news from Brazil. A prominent member of the Brazilian right is facing calls to resign after he was exposed in leaked audio messages making a succession of callous remarks against Ukrainian refugees during a purportedly humanitarian mission to the recently invaded country. Arthur Duval, a Sao Paulo congressman and former supporter of Brazil's right-wing president, Jair Bolsonaro, made a 3-day trip to the region last week, supposedly to raise awareness of the human cost of Vladimir Putin's attack. In one recording, he said, and I quote, "Let me tell you, they're easy because they're poor." The comment sparked revulsion, with more than 40,000 people signing an online petition demanding Duval's expulsion from the Sao Paulo's 94-seat parliament. Duval, who returned to Brazil on Saturday to discover he had lost key allies, and his girlfriend apologized and sought to justify his words. After 3 days without drinking water or having a shower, he claimed he became overexcited. "My mind was racing and I talked nonsense," he said, abandoning plans to run for Sao Paulo's governorship. Over to news from Haiti. According to midwives for Haiti, Haiti has the highest maternal and infant mortality rate in the Western Hemisphere. In 2021, the infant mortality ratio stood at 50.51 deaths per 1,000 live births. Meanwhile, the maternal mortality rate is 350 deaths per 100,000 births. The organization Midwives for Haiti works towards providing care for mothers and infants of Haiti by training skilled birth attendants in hopes of reducing maternal and infant mortalities. Most of Haiti is rural, with limited access to food, clean water, education, and medical facilities. Since the 2020 earthquake that led to 250,000 deaths, the country has struggled with maintaining infrastructure and keeping the economy afloat. According to the World Bank, the poverty rate in Haiti stood at almost 60% in 2020. These factors make it extremely difficult for Haitian mothers to receive prenatal and postpartum care. Some women also choose to have assistants known as matrons to attend their births rather than trained professionals. Although matrons assist during births, they lack proper medical training and education. But many pregnant women choose them due to a sense of trust. There is also a shortage of skilled birth attendants and midwives in the country in general. In 2014, there was one doctor per 8,000 patients, one nurse per 6,000 patients, and one midwife per 50,000 patients. Now for news from Russia. Russia has said it may close its main gas pipeline to Germany if the West goes ahead with a ban on Russian oil. Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak said a rejection of Russian oil would lead to catastrophic consequences for the global market, causing prices more than double to $300 a barrel. The United States has been exploring a potential ban with allies as a way of punishing Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. But Germany and the Netherlands rejected the plan on Monday. The EU gets about 40% of its gas and 30% of its oil from Russia and has no easy substitutes if supplies are disrupted. While the United Kingdom would not be directly impacted by supply disruption, as it imports less than 5% of its gas from Russia, it would be affected by prices rising in the global markets as demand in Europe increases. Still on the Ukraine and Russia battle, more than 2 million refugees have now left Ukraine since Russia's invasion began on February 24th, as fighting went on in key towns and cities across the country. The United Nations Refugee Agency confirmed the figure Tuesday morning, highlighting a growing humanitarian crisis that has been called the most acute since World War II. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he has no plans to leave his war-torn country as Russia's invasion stretches on towards its second week. The two countries agreed to evacuate civilians Tuesday from one city in the northeast. Ukrainian officials said the process had begun, but only after a deadly overnight Russian air assault. Moscow, facing fierce resistance and crippling sanctions, threatened to stop the flow of gas through pipelines from Russia to Europe. That has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Back to you, Kendall.